Hello, folks. My name is Melvin, and welcome. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you doing amazingly well. So, for the past couple days, I have been kind of punching down at myself recently. I've just been making decisions that I've regretted, mostly financial, just kind of spending my money on things I should just not have spent for, like instant like regret, and it was just a horrible feeling. It was just like, because I think part of it is, again, it's my perfectionist persona that I absolutely hate. I don't like it at all. But I I've been doing so many good things at once that doing one dumb thing just kind of ruined every other thing I've been doing. Every accomplishment I've given myself, every good step where I've been feeling better than ever, kind of all taken away in a matter of hours. And I hate that. It's not a good feeling at all. So something I like to do whenever stuff like this happens to me is so it's clear that I'm feeling a very specific emotion, and that's regret. Let's try to find other examples in my life where I feel regret, and hopefully it'll help me just kind of get rid of it. Like, just reminding myself of so many things that it makes me feel better because it shows me that I have overcome those, because they're not on my mind as much as what's going on right now. So most of your problems are tiny problems. They're not big problems. And you start to realize that if you do have a something that is a big problem, you can always cut it down into tinier and tinier pieces. And that is what I recommend doing. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So something that I've regretted in my life was just kind of how I went about my college experience. I don't think I took it as seriously as I should have. And I think part of it is just I wanted to live my life a different kind of way. I wanted a life where I got to be around people a lot. The first 2 years, I was not around people. I was dedicating myself to studying as much as possible and doing after school activities. And it just kind of left me unfulfilled. So I decided to uh, pursue something different where I took a lot less credits, and I just kind of laid back a little bit, just kind of not took things as seriously. I still studied a lot, I still did a lot of work, but it got me to have relationships with people where I think I wouldn't have otherwise. People are an investment, and that's a very important thing. You want to spend time with people, even if it's not doing your favorite thing. Spending time with people, it's probably the best investment you can ever make. When you're surrounded by good people, you get rewarded handsomely. So I definitely think that was important. I love the friendships I made, but yeah, I part of me is like, well, if I kind of took that more seriously, maybe I would have had a job in my field, at this point. Um, but at the same time, I like the things I learned on this path. I kind of learned to be more resourceful. Kind of, all right, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. I am trying to accomplish something I've never accomplished before. Like, I'm taking a lot more risk, and maybe those risks are paying off, maybe they're not. It's kind of too early to say. Um, and it's led me up to this point where, hey, my lifestyle isn't as great as I would want it to be. If I was kind of the perfectionist that I used to be, I would have tried to tidy up behind me. About to play VR. That's why there's so many cables. Tidy up the blanket, tidy up my room. My room is kind of a mess, but at the same time, I kind of don't care. Um, what matters to me is how I'm feeling, what I'm doing right now, and just kind of reminding myself that I can't have my life be perfect because that's just not possible. Um, Life is going to throw a bunch of things at you. It's going to come at any direction. And of course, this is stuff you already know at this point. It's stuff I already know. But at the same time, it's just we have to remind ourselves these things. It's only repetition, 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 where we can learn from our mistakes. So my mistake was not only just kind of taking my money more seriously. Like at the end of the day, it's not something that's major. Like I can still buy food, I can still pay for gas, for utilities. Like it wasn't that much, but it was enough where I was like, I could have used that for something way better. It's just, so it's first learning that, and then next just learning not to take it as consequential. Not don't take it out on myself all at once. So that's really what I've learned from that situation. Like I said, these videos are, so for me, these videos are meant to help me be calm, help me find my center, help me find where I can feel comfortable talking to you. I can feel better after talking to you. I can feel better about my life, my whole situation. That's what these videos are for. So if you're feeling that, awesome. I'm so glad. And hopefully these videos find ways for you to solve your own problems. People just aren't going to solve your problems. That's just the unfortunate truth. You got to take more direction in your life. If you want to see changes, you got to take more action. But at the same time, I don't want you stressing out over it. Just take things tiny little steps. Okay. Remember, you're a human being. You're not meant to be perfect. You're meant to have emotions. You're meant to make a lot of mistakes. What's awesome about us as human beings is because of us being at the top of the food chain, evolutionary wise, we can make a lot of mistakes and not die. Imagine if you're a tiny little bug. Sometimes the wrong mistake can kill you, but most of my mistakes, I've ended up fine. I haven't even broken a bone in my life, so. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. All right, you guys take care.